Welcome to the Advanced Dual Health and Life Coach certification. Today we are discussing specialized coaching topics in health and wellness, more specifically mindful eating and seasonal nutrition. Let's look at the introduction. Mindful eating and seasonal nutrition are two complementary approaches to achieving optimal health. Mindful eating teaches awareness and intention with each bite, while seasonal nutrition emphasizes consuming fresh foods in their natural growing cycles. Together, they can transform not just what we eat, but how we engage with food. Let's look at some key points. Principles of mindful eating. What is mindful eating? Mindful eating is a practice of being fully present during meals, focusing on the taste, texture, smells, and the sensations of foods. It aims to strengthen the connection between emotions, physical hunger, and eating behaviors. The key tenets of mindful eating. Eat with awareness. Example, notice how the first bite of an apple differs in flavor from the last. 2. Knowledge hunger cues. Example, begin eating when genuinely hungry, not when bored. 3. Chewing thoroughly. Example, chewing each bite 20 times improves the digestion and helps regulate your intake. 4. Pause before seconds. Example, wait 5 minutes after finishing a meal before deciding or to get an extra serving. Example, mindful eating is about honoring your hunger, savoring each bite, and recognizing when you're satisfied. Mindful eating consists of why do I eat, how much do I eat, how do I eat, what do I eat, and when and where do I eat. Let's move on. Benefits of mindful eating. Improved digestion. Slow eating signals the digestive system properly. Example, thorough chewing reduces bloating. Reduced emotional eating. It differentiates true hunger from emotional triggers. Example, journaling stress instead of overindulging in sweets. Healthy portion control. Heightened awareness prevents mindless overeating. Better food enjoyment, engaging with senses and enhances the meal satisfaction. Example, detecting spices like cinnamon in a fall dessert. Example, the slower you eat, the louder your body speaks. 4 amazing benefits of mindful eating. You can feel better about yourself and your body, reduces anxiety and depression symptoms, improves your mood, energy level, and focus, and of course, it helps you manage your weight. Mindful eating techniques to teach clients. The slow down exercise. Extend your meal times by 20% and start by putting utensils down between each bites. Example, you can encourage the clients to eat a small square of dark chocolate slowly over 60 seconds. Hunger assessment tool. Use a 1 to 10 hunger scale to evaluate the starting points. Example, are you at a level 7 hungry or simply craving something salty? Taste exploration. Guide the clients to describe the flavors that they detect in a bite. Example, food is fuel, but eating it mindfully is the spark. Benefits of seasonal nutrition. What is seasonal nutrition? Seasonal nutrition focuses on eating fruits and vegetables at their peak growing times. This ensures maximum nutrients, taste, and sustainability. Why seasonal eating matters? Firstly, it's for better nutrition. Foods containing peak vitamins when eaten in season. Example, winter oranges are high in vitamin C to protect immunity. Enhanced flavor. Seasonal foods naturally taste a lot more better. Example, fresh summer peaches are juicier than imported out-of-season ones. Cost effective. It is locally grown and in-season foods cost less due to the fewer transportation needs. Example, eating with the seasons connect us to the wisdom of nature. Example of seasonal eating across the year. In the springs, you can expect leafy greens like spinach, asparagus, and strawberries. Summer for zucchini, peaches, and watermelon. Fall for apples, pumpkins, butternut squash, and winter for kale, citrus fruits, and sweet potatoes. Example, seasonal produces energizes your body in the same way it energizes the soil it grows in. Environmental and emotional benefits. Reduces the environmental footprint by cutting the transportation emissions. Establishes an emotional connection to local agriculture and community. Example, food born from your region speaks the language of your body. Integrating mindful eating and seasonal nutrition, combining the two for mastery applications and a mindful meal prep. You can select seasonal recipes to make the cooking intentional. Example, encourage baking pumpkin muffins in fall and savoring the pumpkin's earthy aroma. Mindful eating and nutrition. We have the mind-body connection, savoring the experience, breaking automatic patterns, portion control and satisfaction, reducing emotional eating, appreciating the food's origin, and finally, mindful cooking and meal preparation. Let's move on to the taste and seasonal freshness. This focuses on sensory richness unique to fresh ingredients. Example, compare the sweetness of summer vine tomatoes versus off-season varieties. Community connection. Visit the farmer's market for mindfulness in selecting seasonal produce. Example, it encouraged gratitudes towards the farmers. Also, seasonal flavors remind us to appreciate the life's constant cycle. Client coaching strategies. Guiding questions. Example, what seasonal produce excites you today? Did eating mindfully improve how you felt after this meal? Cultural exploration. You can explore global dishes inspired by the seasons. Example, the rustic French stews in winter with the root vegetables. Example, each season offers the body different gifts. Choose to enjoy them consciously. Practical tips for the clients. They train clients to buy only what's in season and avoid processed, pre-packed meals. Teach pairing seasonal foods with mindfulness cues. Example, slow chewing summer melon slices. Example, seasonality isn't limiting, it's liberating. Let's look at the summary tables. Here we're going to have a look at the principles of mindful eating, the key concepts, practical tips, example applications, and the coach's insights. Let's have a look at one of the examples or the principles, which is chewing thoroughly. The key concept is that it slows the consumption and prepares the stomach for digestion. Example, chew each mouthful at least 20 times. Example application, notice how the texture of fresh bread changes as you chew. Coach's insights, chewing unlocks nutrients, every bite counts, every chew matters. Take a moment to have a look at the rest of the table. Seasonal food examples is table number 2. Let's have a look at the 4 seasons, produce options, nutritional benefits, example meal ideas, and some coaches tips. Let's have a look at fall. The produce options are pumpkins, butternut squashes, apples and cranberries. Nutrition benefits is that it is rich in beta-carotene and fiber for immune system support. Example meal ideas is that you can roast butternut squash with cinnamon and cranberries. Coach's tips is that fall foods ground you. Find comfort in the season's rich bounty. Take a moment to have a look at the other 3 examples of the seasons. Techniques for combining mindful eating and seasonal nutrition together. Let's have a look at some techniques, mindful eating principles, seasonal benefits, example practice, and some coaches' insights. Let's have a look at seasonal gratitude ritual. Here, the principle is that it appreciates the origin and the cycle of seasonal foods. Benefits is that it builds the food's mindfulness and supports local sustainable agriculture. Example, you can visit a local farmer's market and thank the grower personally. Coach's insights is that seasonality links your meals to the earth. It's an opportunity for gratitude. Take a moment to have a look at the rest of the examples. 4. Environmental and emotional benefits of seasonal eating. Let's have a look at the type of benefits, impact on health and environment, example of practices, long-term client impact, and the coach's reminder. Let's have a look at the economic benefits as an example. Its impact is that seasonal foods are more affordable due to local supply over imports. Example, you can stock up on seasonal produce like fall apples when readily available. Long-term impact is that it reduces the grocery bills while providing produce quality, and the coach's reminder is that seasonal eating keeps your wallet and health in harmony with each other. Take a moment to have a look at the rest of the examples. 5. Practical tips for clients. Let's have a look at some tips you can use for clients, why it's important, the client action, example implementation, and the coach's advice. Let's have a look at the first one, which is starting small. It's important because it prevents overwhelm when transitioning to mindful eating. You can focus on one meal or one seasonal swap weekly as the action, and some examples are that you can replace the store-bought snack bars with fresh summer-bound peaches. One of the insights is that small, consistent changes lead to lifelong habits. Take a moment to have a look at the rest of the examples. Let's have a look at some MCQs now. Take a moment to have a look at number 1 and number 2. Take a moment to have a look at question number 3 and 4. And take a moment to have a look at question number 5. Thank you.